the Russian flagship, the Moskva, has apparently been sunk in the Black Sea. Let's take a look at this from the BBC. So they say a Russian warship that was damaged by an explosion on Wednesday has sunk, according to Russia's defense ministry. So Moskva, the flagship of Russia's Black Sea fleet, was being towed to port when quote-unquote stormy seas caused it to sink. The 510 crew missile cruiser was a symbol of Russia's military power, leading its naval assault on Ukraine. Now, Kiev says its missiles hit the warship, and the US says it also believes it was hit by Ukrainian missiles. Moscow has not reported any attack. It says the vessel sank after a fire. The blaze caused by the explosion of the warship's ammunition, Russia says, adding that the entire crew were later evacuated to nearby Russian vessels in the Black Sea. I was following this live while it was happening, and basically the Russians were saying it's fine, there's just a fire, and while they were towing it back to port, it sank. This is the biggest Russian warship to be sunk in action since World War II, and the Ukrainians say the captain of the warship was killed on board. BBC has been unable to verify this claim. Here's the New York Times, right? Take a look what they said. They said that 2 Ukrainian missiles struck the Moskva, a prized Russian ship. U.S. officials confirmed. The sinking was a major blow to the Russian fleet and the most significant combat loss for any navy since 1982. I believe they're referring to the Falklands, right? But honestly, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Those things are not mutually exclusive. Obviously, if you hit a ship, there's a very good chance that you could start a fire on board. That's not uncommon. The thing is, I wouldn't put it past the Russians to try, not wanting to admit that the ship was hit. But I also wouldn't put it past the Ukrainians lying about it and saying we did it. Like, well, look at us and our formidable Neptune missiles. I think they were saying it was Neptune. Yeah. Who the hell knows, man? Either way, it is embarrassing because the ship's obviously gone. In terms of morale and publicly speaking, that's not good, especially during a war. It's already bad enough if it happens if your flagship goes down in peacetime, but during a war, in general, this war is not being fought at sea. The Ukrainians don't really have a navy that can contend with the Russian navy, but still, Vitaly says it's a loss, but it's not a huge loss. Come on. Yeah, I know. If you're talking about fighting the war, obviously, like I said, it's not a naval battle. We're not talking about the Pacific Fleet here, but just in terms of morale, yeah, it doesn't look good. There's a U.S. ship from World War II that also sank, right? Let me show you, which is funny, right? Like happened on the same day, and that one was from World War II. It's a World War II ship. This is the USS the Sullivans. It's a naval destroyer from World War II. And CNN posted a video of
this is a sad day for the naval park, all right? Nobody wanted to see this happen.
Obviously, we're not talking about something of the same caliber, but these are old ships, and when they say that this is the biggest thing since 1982, I was right. They're talking about the Falklands. So, the British, apparently we own some island next to Argentina, apparently. And the Argentines, they sank a British guided missile destroyer. And yeah, that was a huge blow to morale. It's humiliating. But I think that was way worse. That was way worse for the British, way more embarrassing, because they basically they'd sailed for weeks down to Argentina, we're gonna protect our sovereignty, and again, just colonial nonsense, and then having that sunk, it just really showed again that the British armed forces, and specifically the Navy, are just not they don't rule the waves, as they say, anymore. That was way more embarrassing.